What's up, guys? Rare midweek video for you. Squeezing this in on my lunch break, so I apologize if it's kind of quick and rushed. Got lots of gear to make. As most of you know, should know, yesterday we had our midterm elections. Number of House seats, Senate seats, state governor's races, etc. all taking place. And as of right now, it looks like the Republicans are holding the Senate. They've lost the House, excuse me, and a number of governor's races are all over the place. There's some concerning stuff about this. Now, on the positive side, we held the Senate, and a lot of states kept or added Republican governors. However, while I agree we should celebrate the victories, I'm always a bit of a realist. And here's what I want to put out there for you to keep in the back of your mind. We had a number of people running on open socialist / communist platforms. Like, we're used to, they'd have to hide in the closet and run as progressive liberals, progressive Democrats, that sort of thing. Now they're just straight up running on socialist and communist principles and standards. Those people got a lot of votes. And I want you to pay attention to this. Right here in Florida, DeSantis took the governorship, for all accounts, over Gillum, who was an absolute nightmare of a socialist. Quite vocally open socialist. The margin of victory, as of right now, was around 50-something thousand votes. 55,000 votes. 54,000 people difference. That's it. So for all intents and purposes, half of this state voted for an open socialist. In my second home of Georgia, where Abrams was running as an absolute, I don't even know what she is. That's the most messed up thing I've ever seen. Well, no, I can't say that because Gillum's right there with her. He was just a little more organized. Kemp pulled out the victory and won, but the margin of victory was about 65,000 votes. 65,000 votes in a really large state. That ain't a lot of people. Right now we've got a dead heat between Rick Scott and Bill Nelson here in Florida. Scott's leading, but it looks like it's probably going to go to a recount. I fully expect Nelson to sue and find some way to try to game it. Texas. I've been to Texas multiple times, numerous times. I got lots of friends in Texas. I like Texas. Texas. Ted Cruz almost lost his seat to a rabid socialist. Texas. Almost half the state of Texas voted for a socialist. Other places around the country, they actually won, which some of them aren't surprising if you look at the whacked up mentality of some of the folks up in the New York area and that sort of thing. And I know there's good folks in New York. I'm not labeling all of you. I got friends in the state who can't wait to get out. But Cortez won up there. This should be a very stark wake-up call. I apologize in the middle here for having the sip and all the sniffling. For whatever reason, my allergies are going nuts today. I think it's because I'm allergic to so many socialists coming so close to winning. I don't know what it is. That's the only explanation I can come up with, so that's what I'm sticking to. Because I am highly allergic to that nonsense. So, you've got these people winning, or coming close to winning. And, again, I hate to be that guy, but I'm a bit of a realist. I'm glad we held the Senate. I'm glad we've got the Republican governorships that we do. At least most of the South, Deep South, maintain Republican governorships, which is a good thing. I know we kept a lot of the cabinet seats here in Florida as well, which is a good thing. But don't use that as an opportunity to sit back and rest, because, yeah, there might have been some victories, but those victories are so close that had a bad case of the flu been going around and 40 or 50,000 people not been able to get out to the polls and vote because they were sick, the dynamics totally change. I want you to also understand there are that many people in various states who don't like you. They want to see you fail. They want to see you go away. I see it on social media all the time where, oh, I'm not going to unfriend anybody because of their political views or whatever. I'll discuss with anybody. I don't entirely agree with that personally. I'm not going to be friends or associate with people who want to see my constitutional rights taken away, who want to see my money stolen at the point of a gun via the federal government through taxes. I don't want to be friends with people who want to see my business fail because they want, again, all these taxes and government regulations. I can't be friends with somebody that wants to do that to affect my personal life, my livelihood, the life and livelihood and freedom of my family and friends, of my sons. Sorry, we ain't friends. That's just the way it is. You're using the government to point a gun at me. I don't like it anybody points a gun at me, especially for an undeserved reason. Anyway, trying not to get on a rant here. On a side note, I got to throw this little plug in. Most of you won't know, some of you will. I watched a live stream last night here on YouTube with some folks, a little round table discussion. It was quite enjoyable. Had a good time for the PM Syndicate, or PMS. Good stuff, guys. Hats off to you. Or cups up, rather. I'm going to leave the hat on. Here's your closing sobering thought, folks. Democrats control the House of Representatives now. For all intents and purposes, Nancy Pelosi's fixing to be the next Speaker of the House again. That means that Nancy Pelosi will now be the third person in line for the leadership of this country, behind President Trump and Vice President Pence. If something happens to either one of them, or both of them rather, at the same time, say hello to President Pelosi. Just want to leave you with that little warm and fuzzy thought that should just cheer you up for the rest of the day. Alright, I'm sure I've probably depressed enough of you by now. Bottom line, you better keep preparing, folks. This is a divided country, and it's divided along lines that I'm not sure there's recovery from. We're not divided on what tastes better, pepperoni pizza or sausage pizza. We're not divided along things that can coexist and agree to disagree. We're divided along things where other people want to destroy you, destroy your livelihood, etc., destroy your freedoms. And the split is growing and it's not muddled anymore. It's becoming very stark, very well-drawn ideological lines. So keep that in mind. Stay up on your plans and preparations. I'll talk to you again maybe this weekend. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Cheers.